Wow, what a great day. And of course it's a great day. It's the first day of season 6 for Canada in the Rough. You know, when I started this journey several years ago, I didn't know there'd be a second season. Well, here we are, season 6. Unbelievable. And that's thanks to you, the viewers, for watching the show and allowing us to keep going. And to some great sponsors behind the show, to be sure. We have some great news this year. We have some new co-hosts for the show. We have Paul, Keith, and Kevin Beasley co-hosting along with me. You know, Paul, Keith, and Kevin are ardent whitetail hunters. They produce Ontario Monster Whitetail magazine, and they just love being out and about, and they're surely going to enjoy the greatness of Canada as we head across this great nation. We're going to start off the hunt this week with a home farm pheasant hunt over my great Labrador Retriever, Ricky, and she's just fired up and ready to go. And then we're going to share with you a couple of snippets, some insights into season 6, which I know you're going to love. I'm your host, Thomas Pigeon, for Canada in the Rough. Let's get hunting.
Dodge presents Canada in the Rough, the hunting adventure documentary series. Canada, the last hunting frontier. 3.5 million square miles of unspoiled wilderness and some of the best hunting on the planet. Canada in the Rough, the hunting adventure documentary series. Season 6 is brought to you by Dodge, grab life by the horns. Rocky Outdoor Gear. The Beretta family of firearms. Federal Premium Ammunition, every shot counts. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Yamaha, ATVs and outboards. And Pioneer Log Homes of BC, the finest log homes on earth. This week on our premiere episode of Season 6, we follow along as Thomas and the new co-hosts to Canada in the Rough, Paul, Keith, and Kevin Beasley, share some laughs and bonding experiences while they take part in a classic ring-necked pheasant hunt. Having completed 5 seasons full of action-packed and breathtaking hunting adventures across Canada, we thought it was time to change things up a little. Season 6 will be the same great Canada in the Rough you've all come to love, but chock full of new adventures and new hosts. The Beasley Brothers, hailing from Peterborough, Ontario, have taken many great animals throughout North America, but their true passion is whitetails. Their many successes in the whitetail world and passion for North America's most cherished big game species led them to creating what is now the most respected deer hunting publication in Ontario, Ontario Monster Whitetails magazine. In addition to taking part in a traditional Ontario ring-necked pheasant hunt on today's show, we'll also be showing you a sneak peek of some of the great episodes headed your way this season. Stay tuned for the premiere episode of Season 6, right here on Canada in the Rough. Closed captioning is brought to you by Burris. See the light.
Here, Ricky. Here, girl. Here, heel up. Here, come on, heel. Sit.
Good girl, Ricky.
Well, here's a dog that's pretty wired up.
She is excited.
Heel, sit. Are you a little excited or what, girl? I'll tell you what, boys, this being our first hunt together, right? I mean, I've watched with interest you guys from Ontario Monster Whitetail magazine, so I know you know something about whitetails. I don't know how you are on the wing with pheasants.
Well, proof's in the pudding, so we've yet to be proven. We'll see.
Well, we know the dog's going to do her job. It's up to us, but you know, this is a bit of a momentous occasion. You know, I mean, for 5 years I've been doing this show principally solo, and now we have co-hosts in the show, the Beasley Brothers.
We're excited. We're excited to see how it goes.
I'm excited to have you with me, boy. We've had some great adventures, and this is the start of a great one. So let's get our guns, let's get our ammo, and let's go put some birds up for the dog.
We're excited to see her go.
I don't know. All right, well, let's load up, boys. Hunt him up, Rick. Hunt him up. Find a bird. Where's your bird?
Couldn't ask for a nicer morning.
Oh, she's on something.
She loves this.
Where's the bird? Over.
Oh, there. Nice shot.
Good girl, Ricky. Good girl.
Good shooting.
Good girl. Good stuff. Nice bird. Beautiful big cock bird. Look at that, eh?
Smelling something in there, eh?
Come on, girl. I don't know. Where's the bird? Find a bird. Really birdie in there for sure. Bird!
Nice shot, Thomas.
Ricky! Pick it up. That's a girl. Well, once again there, Mr. Beasley. I don't know if it was you or me.
I think it was you, Thomas.
It's a good-looking bird.
And I must say, if pheasant hunting is this exciting, I get used to this. We like whitetails, but this is pretty great.
Well, they're a little smaller, and these ones fly where yours don't.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Good man. You're carrying that one too.
I'll carry that one.
You're like a porter.
Hey,
you're a beauty, brother.
I'll do this.
That's great. Come on, girl. Here.
Oh, there we go.
Nice shot.
Nicely done.
Nice shot, Keith. Well, I don't think we're going to let your brothers play at all today. I think we should just send them home.
Seniority in a brotherhood has to mean something, does it? You and I understand to shoot today.
You guys want to go home and just make breakfast for us? Because we've got it all covered over here.
Yeah, you want us to start cooking them for you?
Your eggs over easy or sunny side up?
Here. Come on, girl. Hunt him up. Here. Here, come on. Get up there. Hunt him up. Where's the bird? Let's go. That's our girl. What a great day.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Perfect day for this.
Bird.
Nice shot.
Good girl. Pitch it up. Pitch it up right here. Here. Sit. Hold it. Hold it.
That is one beautiful dog.
That's one beautiful bird.
Absolutely.
Good shooting, Paul.
Well, I don't know
Put
about
that in your
your
brother's
Kev,
backpack there.
Oh, you're gonna let me carry one? I think Kev shot it because whoever shoots it, don't they have to clean it?
Well, I guess you guys got some history cleaning critters. I understand in the whitetail business that you guys are formidable. I mean, I first learned about you through Ontario Monster Whitetail magazine. I mean, how did that journey all start?
Started what, 5 years ago now, I guess. Yeah, started just with an idea. We were thirsting for some information on big bucks in the province, and it all started as a sort of an idea that stemmed from that.
And you boys have taken some decent whitetail deer.
We've been blessed. This guy here has had the biggest horseshoe the last few years.
Someone called it talent.
That's what I'd call it. I mean, I am the older brother. I deserve some of the benefits, right?
We can't give him that credit.
No, we've all been very lucky, Thomas, and the three of us and our father have put a lot of time in, but we've had very successful whitetail hunts the last few years in the
You come from the, I guess, the Peterborough area, right? Which is renowned for having some great whitetail deer there.
There's some great farming. What we lack is bush, but we have some great agriculture. So, I mean, hunting is whitetails especially has been sort of a year-round thing for us with food plots and management, and passing on whitetails. The younger ones, let them grow up and stuff. So it's certainly become a year-round process.
And a family affair.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
And you guys are both married, got kids.
Yeah.
Lots of new kids showing up.
I've
Every time I call you, go, sorry, we're doing a delivery. I said, where'd you? I said, no, we're delivering a child. I gotta go.
I have 3 beautiful kids. Paul has 2 beautiful kids. Kevin, a few years from now, probably the same. So we're.
I get to enjoy their kids.
There you
And
go.
then send them home.
You're the uncle.
That's right.
You're the uncle. Now you gents also are heavily involved in the advocacy and the conservation part whitetail deer hunting in general through the QDMA.
Yeah, the Quality Deerman Association came into Canada 3 years ago, and we were always big supporters of them before they got here. So it was a natural fit for us to promote managing the deer herd. We're big believers that you don't just have to rely on the ministry to help with the deer herd. We as hunters can take a role in that. So proper buck-to-doe ratios, proper management of age class of bucks has really blessed our hunting, because that's what's really allowed us to be successful, is taking that time to manage our deer.
You guys do a lot of bow hunting, some rifle hunting. I mean, you're pretty well into all areas of hunting, aren't you?
Yeah.
If there's a season, we do it.
I'm with you.
But us growing up, we grew up watching you in Canada in the Rough, and it's been something we've always been amazed with and truly feel privileged to be a part of now, because you have made Canada in the Rough something that I think every hunter in this country wants to be a part of. It's what it's about. It's Canada in the Rough, and we're enjoying the adventure that this country offers. So we're big fans as well. So this is a neat opportunity for us to be working with you.
Those are kind words from hunters whose ability and talents I really respect. It's going to be a great season. I'm looking forward to hunting with you.
We're more than excited. So let's
take these pheasants and cook them up.
let's have some lunch.
I hope you'll share with us.
Coming up, we reminisce on Season 6 hunting adventures.
Well, that was a great morning.
Absolutely. I enjoyed watching you guys shoot
I was
birds and
going to
birds.
say, Paul, I'm not sure what you guys were doing. We shoot those great federal shells, and I can't believe you guys weren't pulling the trigger occasionally over there. But
No, you two had a little more fun than we did, but it was good to watch you.
it was good, and you did a great job. The dog did wonderful.
I think more credit to the dog. Yeah.
So many people actually bird hunt without a dog, and to me, it's a tenth of the experience. The whole deal is watching the dog work, and I don't have to pull the trigger. I just like watching the dog horse back and forth and come running in with one of those big hawk pheasants in her mouth. I mean, does that look cool?
That was something. I mean, that's something. We haven't done a lot of that. We've done a lot of big game hunting, but that bird hunting was just something. We've been spoiled now.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for a dog to retrieve a white-tailed deer. I mean, that's a lot of poundage.
That's how big it is.
Well, this is a great day. It's the first time the four of us have really together had a chance to hunt. You guys have been all over the place doing your thing this year, and me too. But it's the first time we've had a chance to sit down together. So that's the first. It's the first time together with a new co-host for Canada Rough. Yes. So we got new faces and new attitudes out there with you guys. So that's a blast. And here we are in our new Canada Rough hunting lodge, built by the boys at Pioneer. What do you think about this?
Absolutely. You told us about this log home. I was picturing logs. These are bloody trees. Like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, the carvings they've put into it are just unbelievable. And in the front door with that big buck on it,
I know.
nothing better than that.
Yeah. They have spared nothing on this. Considering that this is our first season together, boys, we filmed some great hunts. We started off the year with that August hunt up in the Northwest Territories with Quentin Motley,
That's right.
who was our dream hunt winner from last year. Nicest guy in the world, Edmonton farm boy, and he's never been up that far up north. But he's a mad hunter. And we got onto a great caribou. And when you put a Boone and Crockett, caribou in the Northwest Territories in front of somebody that has never seen a caribou in his life, you want to see action. That's pretty cool stuff. And then, of course, later on in the year, I got to go back with my dear friend Billy Franklin of Silver's Age Outfitters. Now this guy's a smoking hunter. You guys got to get out and do some bow hunting with him.
After seeing the way that hunt went, I think you're right.
And he's incredibly consistent.
These are just hard hunters. They scout like crazy. They work hard for their hunters, and they've done great for us. We've pronghorn hunted with them, muley hunted with them several times, and this was a muley hunt with a rifle. First time I've done that with them. Out in the coulees in the Badlands of Alberta, it doesn't get prettier. And then earlier on, Paul, I had a chance to do a moose hunt with you, and completed a 3-year epic.
Yes, that's right. On your first day.
On my first day. Well, I figured I'd been hunting for almost 4 hours. So,
Yeah, well.
so let's not stress ourselves up too much. But so I took a decent moose out here at East. But having said that, my moose looks like this compared to what you shot with my buddy Shane Black at BC Safaris.
Let me tell you.
Tell us a little bit
the
about
smile
that.
might say it all to everybody watching right now. I experienced what Canada Rough's been experiencing for all these years, and neat to be in that experience. But here I was with Shane Black out at BC Safaris in the mountains of northern British Columbia on horseback, and I shot a 220-inch Boone and Crockett bull moose. And
Which they just had the awards night, and Shane won the belt buckle for the largest moose shot in BC this year.
silver buckles.
You couldn't keep the smile off this guy's face for 2 weeks, I'm telling you.
I've stole his horseshoe though. Next year, that horseshoe's in my pocket.
I don't think I'm allowed to go back on that hunt. I think you guys may jump ahead of me because I know you went out there for a couple years.
Well, you know what? I got this 3-year thing with moose. At 3 years, if something happens, and I should have known it's the 3rd year. It's BC though instead of Ontario, and the big boy's going to show up. And boy, it surely was. It was a great shot and magnificent moose.
Coming up, more great Season 6 hunting adventures headed your way.
So what do you think about Fox Harbor?
I mean, quite a contrast. To hear about what he experienced, to see all the bugs. I mean, some of those swamps that we were in Northern Ontario with those bugs, I mean, I was going crazy, let alone our cameraman.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely unreal. And to go from that to the absolute luxury of Fox Harbor. I mean, luxury from a comfort level, from, the rooms we stayed in, the restaurant, the food, but luxury for the hunting as well. Oh my.
Birds, birds, birds everywhere. Probably the finest shoot you can ever experience, save and except maybe going to an English-driven shoot, across the pond. But the dog work, was that spectacular out there?
I mean, top-notch dogs. The handlers, like Mike Clark, is just phenomenal with his dogs. We got out on the golfing range. You guys got to shoot some 5-stand and some skeet and trap. What an experience that was.
Not exactly roughing it.
No, and I'll tell you, I'll do it again.
Now we're seeing a lot of interest from the ladies in hunting these days. That's probably the strongest growth area in the world of hunting is women hunting. And you guys got out and did a neat hunt with Carly Midgian.
Yeah, we did an excellent hunt with Carly down in southwestern Ontario near the Windsor area at the Bradley Marsh. They're on one of the flyways, one of the finest flyways for the migratory birds for Canada. And Paul and I hunted with Carly, and we had an incredible hunt. I've never seen the sky so black with mallards in my life. We just had a super hunt, and Carly's a heck of a shot and a phenomenal advocate for waterfowl hunting, for women and hunting in general.
Yeah, she's a great outdoors woman and a great friend, and certainly a great friend of the show, and we hope to see more of her involved in the show. Now, talking about women getting involved in hunting, you had this young gal.
Yeah, Janelle.
Janelle, get out with the madman of McCarroll, Texas McDonald.
Texas, what a guy. We loved him. He put on a great bear hunt. Janelle, we took her up there for her very first bear hunt ever. Honestly, I got more excitement probably out of watching her shoot that bear and the emotion that she felt after she pulled the trigger than any of the hunts we did this year. It was amazing. And here's a girl who maybe never would have had the opportunity to do bear hunting, I'm not sure. Certainly wouldn't have thought of it really if the invitation wasn't there, and she was just hooked. Yeah. I mean, she loved it.
Yeah, that's great. I love the passion, and in bear hunting, you're the mad bear slayer too. I saw that big pumpkin head, that picture you guys emailed me and said, there we go, that's a bear.
Yeah, it was great up in the Muskoka region of Ontario, and it's great to be able to get that close to a bear and be able to get him with a bow and arrow. But Keith was also successful with the gun in that hunt.
Yeah, I used a slug gun. We were in cottage country, so it made it a good option to take the slug gun and the bow and just close encounters with big black bears. I mean, you've hunted black bears a lot, and it's an exciting encounter when you got a big bruin in.
We surely had some great experiences, all of us this year, and one of the things that's always magical to me, as I said earlier, is getting the kids involved in hunting. I recall my favorite hunt ever. People often ask me, what is the favorite hunt you've done? I've hunted from Tanzania to Igloolik in northern Canada. And my favorite hunt is when my daughter Jess took her first turkey with me. I recall the passion, the excitement of that. And when you see a young girl or guy take their first bird or deer or bear, it's unreal.
That's something we dream about, is being able to hunt with our kids someday. And it's really part of our family, part of our upbringing, and obviously part of your family's culture. And that's something truly we want to bring to the people of Canada, because that's something important to us, and we want to experience that someday like you did with Jess. And that's part of the neat thing for us, the three brothers. We got to go on a whitetail hunt together this year. Exactly. And that was
all right.
That's what I was going to lead into. Our favorite hunt was the whitetail hunt, and up in northwestern Ontario that Paul was able to be successful at.
I was the one that pulled the trigger, but I mean, I wasn't the only one that saw deer. I mean, you saw how many bucks you rattle in?
It was a successful hunt for me as well. Mine just weren't the big mature whitetails that we were looking after. We were trying to wait for a 4.5-year-old buck to come in, and we had a couple 1.5, couple 2.5-year-olds get close enough, but you were the one that got the big boy in.
Yeah, I mean, we were hunting up there with Dave and Betty Frankovich, Picker Creek Camp, and man, I mean, wild country. It's just trees. That's about it. It is just big woods. And I mean, it was long, hard hunting. We did, what, 7-8 days of straight 10.5 hours to 11 hours in a tree, sitting, rattling, grunting, just dark to dark, just sitting still. And we did take a great 140-inch whitetail on, I think it was our 5th day, I think it was, that I finally was able to pull the trigger. But we called in some other great younger bucks that, like Kev said, we were looking for upper age class.
It's been a heck of a year.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, life doesn't get any better than that. You know, we've set a really high action standard for future years.
Yeah, we might have some work ahead of us to keep this up.
This morning was great. We took some pheasants. We're sitting around telling stories already. We've got many campfires we'll be sharing together, and this is just the beginning of the journey, which is fantastic. I'm Thomas Pigeon for Canada in the Rough.
I'm Paul Beasley.
I'm Keith Beasley.
And I'm Kevin Beasley.
Until the next time, enjoy the greatness of Canada and be proud of your hunting heritage.
Canada in the Rough has been brought to you today by Dodge, grab life by the horns. Rocky Outdoor Gear. The Beretta family of firearms. Federal Premium Ammunition, every shot counts. Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Yamaha, ATVs and outboards. And Pioneer Log Homes of BC, the finest log homes on earth. For more information on today's episode of Canada in the Rough, log on to CanadaInTheRough.com. Learn more about the show and past episodes, and catch up with our latest adventures.